My name is Summer Day. I've been in the industry just over 2 years. I started on December 1st, 2016. So it's really cool being at XBIZ, especially because I was really new when I first started. So this was actually my first event, not knowing anyone. So now being here, it's really exciting knowing so many people and have people knowing me for what I've been able to work on the last 2 years. I feel blessed every day to be able to do what I do and enjoy it. My goal is to keep being able to be in the industry, just working on my fitness. For my New Year's resolution, I went vegan. And so I really want to focus on my health this year and just keep doing better scenes. I eventually, in the next 2 years, I'd like to go back to school for web design. And I don't know if I necessarily want to get my bachelor's or not. I'm going to see where it takes me. I got my associate's degree when I was in high school at a pretty young age. So I got educated before porn. I thought it was important because I personally didn't think I was very mentally or emotionally ready, which I wasn't. I went to college and I was a broke college student, and I'm happy because it taught me so much. But I want to do that and eventually own my own website or start running my own website. And then if I ever wanted to not be in the industry or at least not shoot or be a part of it, I feel like web design and computer science is one of the best ways to do almost any of that.
What a wonderful answer.
Thank you.
Wow, that's great.
I'm an artist and I'm a painter, and so I want to get more in the next year or two selling my art. As I'm from Seattle, Washington, and I painted in galleries my entire life, and I'd like to start doing that down here because I actually have met some incredible artists for networking that way.
That's amazing. That's wow. I almost don't have anything. I have one last thing to talk about because we're speaking to everybody about this. This onslaught of cyberbullying that's happening. Have you dealt with it? How do you deal with it? And what would you have to say to these knuckleheads that do this shit?
I think it's awful. To me. So when it comes to cyberbullying, I really think it's those kind of people in life that have such a sad life of their own. They try to make others feel bad, and especially to be so wimpy to do it over the internet. Not that you should bully someone in person or over the internet, and none of it's okay, but especially having the death. We've had, I think, over 5 porn stars die in the last 2 months, which is ridiculous. And cyberbullying shouldn't be an epidemic at all. It's something where I believe everybody should support their fellow co-stars. If a talent does something to make me mad on set and I don't want to work with them, that's its own professional thing. But I've never had anything where I really had a dispute with someone, or especially over Twitter. I think it's really unprofessional for girls to be bullying each other or to have fans do that. But my personal take, if somebody writes me something that I don't like, I block them immediately. I have zero tolerance for that, and I think a lot of girls should stand up for themselves more with that. Instead of arguing and trying to lash back at the bully, that person's not worth anything. And you're already better than the person trying to put you down for no reason. If that's something, if you're really worried about what they say, maybe take that into your own consideration why. But besides that, I think, block that person, keep them out. I block people weekly because I don't do anything negative.
Last thing, do you think that it's being ignored by the mainstream media? And if so, why?
Cyberbullying being ignored by the mainstream media. I guess it would be a little hard for me to answer because I think I pay more attention in poor news now. I do pay attention in worldly news, but when it comes to mainstream media, I guess when I think of that, I think of girls being insecure maybe about their weight. I know that was kind of big the last 10 years. People have gotten more into that curvy look instead of just being bone thin. But when it comes more to cyberbullying, I think it should be just as important. I mean, there's incredible movies, there's all sorts of facts of how it's really detrimental to these women. And a lot of girls don't speak up for themselves, they say they're mentally or emotionally hurt. And I think a lot of people, we need to support each other.
That's great. That's really wonderful. And that's a cut.